Right, the final piece tonight is I've been busy with another project this past month or so, but was waiting until the March Madness or the potentials of it to pass before launching into it. Now, much research has been done, and I'm now seriously looking into perhaps launching a community gathering for THI members.
This is definitely not a cult.
In essence, it becomes the starting point of a THI TPC community, with the former dropping out, and it'll be a TPC community, not exactly the village, but maybe that will come later. Now, the details of where for now will remain closed, but several members are considering moving to one location or region so we can be with each other and work together as a team. Now, I've located an estate that is around the Four Corners region, and it's a nice site. It's got a nice energy vibe to it. The scenery is really spectacular. And whilst it's a bit ruralish, it is close enough to a major town and airport for access and groceries. Now, all the homes on there currently have manufactured homes and are priced between $80,000 and $150,000 if purchasing an existing home, although others can be more expensive depending on what you require. Now, recently I received some settlement funds from my dad's estate, and I'm now looking into purchasing a home that's just half a mile to 3/4 of a mile on that estate. And that was going to house 3 THI members living together, but one pulled out and the other 2 have agreed to go ahead. Now, they will be renting for me with that home, and the rent will be cheaper than anywhere else, trust me. But this is about members coming together and building the community.
In the past week, Team Bubba were contacted by a former associate of Thomas Williams who, after seeing our information and evidence, felt the time was right to share their information on him. After examining and checking the information received, this confirmed we were 100% right that Thomas Williams was and still is a conman. The emails we received show how he's been doing this for years, in fact decades. We have redacted parts of the emails to hide the identity of the whistleblower. Read for yourselves. See the houses he owns and rents out while living off THI member donations to his Patreon account. He has no shame that THI members are paying the mortgages on these properties while he sat on his bony ass doing nothing. We have received private messages from his listeners that it was about time he got a real job, instead of holding out his begging bowl. Considering he claims to have no money, he sure has made a lot of trip to the UK in the past 2 years. See how his family were so scared of him that his son had him placed in a secure mental institute. We actually know which one too. See how he kicked his long-suffering wife out of their home. His old friends and many family members want nothing to do with him, because he gradually ripped off every last one of them. The whistleblower showed how he has at least 2 properties to his name, and possibly cheated someone out of one of them. So let's look at these properties he has. Property 1. 7105 Bel Air Terrace, Newport Richey, Florida. He bought this house for $72,000 in 2007, today it's worth over $91,000, that's $19,000 in positive equity, and it looks like THI members have been paying for the mortgage of this for at least the past 3 years. In that time he has rented it out between $750 to $1,000 a month, pulling in approximately $36,000 in rental income. Property 2. 7007 Nova Scotia Drive, Port Richey, Florida. He has made a killing on this property. He bought it for $65,000 in 2007, now worth $107,000. That's $42,000 in positive equity. He has been renting this out between $795 to $1,000 a month, pulling in approximately $36,000 in rental income. In the 3 years THI have been donating to him. When he chucked his wife out of their main home, he also prevented her from any rights to this home, as you can see in this foreclosure. Again, THI members are paying the mortgages on these properties, and we have been told he has more. We know he has been asking THI listeners, members and their families to donate $1 a month to his People's Club Foundation. But if he wants to help the People's Club so much, then why not sell this, members? THI members, please ask him why he is renting these 2 properties out and taking your donations. This is how he is scamming you. We know these 2 properties are his retirement funds, and this is a guy who is supposed to not care about money and wants to help the starving and homeless. How about you let a homeless family live in there for free, Thomas? Our whistleblower told us Thomas's plan was to embezzle money from the so-called trust. He still holds a UK bank account and transfers money regularly to the UK and back again. We know who is helping him with this.
Now, what I also am looking at is I have 2 low-income homes in Florida that I bought as part of my fix-it-upper business in 2007. And if I sell one of those homes in Florida after July, then I have the option of purchasing 1 or 2 more plots and homes on finance to then house more members on that estate should people wish to rent. But that will be further down the line towards the end of the year. Now, one of those homes will be for me to move to that region also. But either way, I'm only 1 hour away or so from that region for any meetings, etc. in the meantime. And if other members wish to purchase lots and homes on that estate, they would all be welcome. You know, the area is not prone to hurricanes or tornadoes. It doesn't have extreme heat or cold. It doesn't have excessive winds or excess snow either. So what I'm looking at is this to become the launching pad for the TPC community. And the object is to buy up as many of the homes as they become available, all the plots of land, and the whole estate to become the village. Or we can encourage other homeowners on the estate to become part of the TPC. Now, there are single family homes in the region for those not wishing to be in a manufactured home in the village, and they are reasonably priced within the whole region. Now, one of the things we'll be looking at once we establish the base is we're looking into applying for grants for rural land areas that is available in the region. As a non-profit, the TPC, we can apply for them rural land grants. We can then take over the land and build on them. Now, there is a commercial plot at the end of the estate available for $50,000 for 25 acres, which is commercial. And again, we can look into getting grants for that as part of the non-profit and have a TPC shopping mall and possibly with a charter school. Now, all members are welcome to come and live with us in the village. Like I said, the scenery is really nice to look at, and there's plenty of available plots to take over. It's very nice. It's got a nice energy vibe to it, which is why when I went looking, I thought, there's not many houses on this you can see for yourself. And it's far enough away from the town, but close enough to go to the shops. And I'm thinking we can turn this into the TPC village. And the object is to have several of these centres strategically placed around the country eventually. But this is an opportunity for us all to come together. We can go down the grant route. We can get a lot of grants by being a non-profit. And this is us being the change. A change for us, a change for each other, and a change for the bigger picture also. And there's a saying in a movie, build it and they will come. Perhaps that's what we should all be doing.